What if the very future of the Lakers dynasty isn't sealed by buzzer beaters or flashy highlights, but by whispered deals in shadowy boardrooms where power, money, and legacy clash? Could the fate of LeBron James' final championship chase hinge not on the hardwood, but on a restless front office grappling with uncertainty and ambition? Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where raw truth meets purple and gold passion. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell, so you never miss a second of this drama. Today, we find ourselves at a crossroads dense with intrigue and mounting pressure, peering deep into the enigmatic currents swirling beneath the Lakers' quest for relevance. The story isn't just about baskets and blocks. It's a saga of ambitions entangled in financial chess matches, whispered rumors of blockbuster trades, and the collective heartaches only Lakers Nation can truly understand. The mystery starts with more than just a scoreboard. It begins with the front office's radical reconsideration of how this team can claw its way back to the summit. The Staples Center might be silent on a low-scoring night, but behind the scenes, executives are calculating every dollar, every asset, every player's future to build a championship-caliber roster that could, hopefully, stand tall beside LeBron James and Anthony Davis for one last shot at glory. But when your franchise's prestige is weighed down by past disappointments and the enigma of aging superstars, how do you balance hope with hard truths? How do you bankroll dreams when luxury taxes and cap space threaten to strangle every roster? Move? Numbers don't lie. The Lakers have flirted with mediocrity after glory, their defensive ratings slipping, their three-point shooting inconsistent, and key injuries sapping the team's momentum. Enter the whispers of trade talk stargates like a young sharpshooter with untapped potential, a veteran rim protector who could seal the paint, or perhaps even a daring proposal to reshape the spine of the team midseason. Such rumors ignite the Lakers' faithful but also bring unease. Are we about to sacrifice chemistry for talent, or vice versa? Does the ambition to perpetuate the dynasty blind us to the risk of disruption? History reminds us that the Lakers have always danced on the edge between brilliance and heartbreak, countless banners hanging beside the ghosts of shattered expectations. From the Showtime era's swagger to the post-Kobe rebuilding pains, this franchise's narrative is as much about redemption as it is about excellence. Now, facing a ticking clock where every decision feels monumental, the players emotional, burden grows heavier. LeBron pushing his legendary body through injuries, Davis battling for peak health and consistency, and Austin Reeves emerging as a beacon of hope and grit amid uncertainty. Yet, could the front office's moves calculated or desperate determine if they rise or fall? Imagine Jeannie Buss presiding over high-stakes boardroom sessions, the clink of fine glassware punctuating heated debates about next season's blueprint. Do you clear cap space to chase a 3-and-D wing who can patrol the perimeter and lock down shooters? Or do you double down on youth movement by dangling draft picks to land a high-upside prospect who might not contribute immediately, but could define the future? Picture the headache letters going out today, covering scenarios where this year's draft becomes currency in a mid-season swap, and veterans long past their prime are packaged in trade proposals that could reshape locker room dynamics overnight. Could that package center on a seasoned scorer like Buddy Hield, his deep shots forcing defenses to respect the arc and opening lanes for LeBron's fearsome drives? Or maybe the plan involves prying away a defensive stalwart, the kind of tenacious stopper who eats opposing stars alive on both ends. What if the boldest talk in the building involves a 3-team deal so intricate it reads like a chess puzzle, with cap holds, salary dumps, and future picks swapping hands in a blur of league approval deadlines and media leaks? And what if that colossal shakeup comes at the expense of beloved role players who have given blood, sweat, and tears in purple and gold? Will we watch with stunned silence as reliable veterans, those glue guys who absorbed contact, took charges, and delivered, clutch alley-oops get shipped off in the name of progress? Or will we rejoice when a new face arrives, hungry and untested, ready to carry the Lakers banner into uncharted territory? The stakes extend beyond Hollywood. They reverberate from the worn concrete of Venice Beach gyms to the polished hardwood of the Forum, where legends once reigned. Every whisper of a call to the agent of a coveted free agent ripples through LA's core, splitting fan bases between hope and dread. Will this move finally douse the flames of doubt that have burned since the post-2021 slide? Or will it fan the embers of another late-season collapse? The tension is suffocating like a mid-November chill seeping into damp stadium seats because we know how quickly fortunes can turn. Roller coaster runs give way to crushing slumps, and a single blown lead can eclipse an undefeated streak in the memory of a fan who's seen it all. Now, layer in the presidential ambitions of an incoming billionaire who's courting genie buses, dangling promises of arena renovations, global branding expansions, and luxury tax relief that could reframe the Lakers organization forever. What if his influence tilts the scales toward immediate glory at the expense of sustainable growth? Does the lure of instant headlines outweigh the need for a blueprint that endures beyond the next postseason? Consider, too, the league's evolving dynamics, small ball lineups dominating pace and space basketball, load management protocols reshaping rotation thinking, and international scouting uncovering under-the-radar talents in Europe and Asia. Are the Lakers agile enough to pivot with the game's metamorphosis? Or are they shackled by the weight of history and expectation? Could this season mark the turning point where the purple and gold standard evolves into a new paradigm blending legacy with innovation, or instead become a cautionary tale about the dangers of chasing past glories? I feel it in my bones, the electric hum of possibility tinged with the bitter flavor of risk. As a lifelong Lakers fan, I can't help but see this moment as a crucible where every decision, every trade whisper, every front office maneuver, every strategic pivot carries the potential for triumph or disaster. Will LeBron finish his career with another banner hoisted high, side by side with Kobe's in the rafters? Will Anthony Davis finally fulfill the promise of his immense talent? Or will injuries forever frame him as the greatest what-if of his generation? Can Austin Reeves grow into the leader we need, bridging the gap between superstar era and next-gen aspirations? And Bronny, will he inherit a legacy of championships or shoulder the burden of unmet expectations? Lakers News Fan Report will be right here, peeling back every cover, dissecting every rumor, and roaring alongside you as this story unfolds. But what do you think? Are we witnessing the rebirth of an empire? Or is this another chapter almost, but not quite? Drop your take in the comments. I'll be reading everyone. All right, Lakers Nation, listen up. This isn't just a call to arms. It's a battle cry for everyone who bleeds purple and gold. If you're serious about this franchise's legacy, if you're not here for the half measures and the quiet, slow fade, then this is your moment to stand up and get loud. Because what I'm about to lay down next hits harder than any buzzer beater, and it's about to shake the very foundations of what we thought this season was going to be. We're staring down the barrel of a future that feels equal parts exhilarating and terrifying, like driving full speed on the 405 late at night with no shoulder to pull over to. Imagine LeBron James, not just a king on his throne, but a warrior inching toward retirement, every game a battle against time. His body a temple kept alive by sheer willpower and the weight of 17 years' worth of sacrifice. What does it mean? When the front office is whispering about rebuilding half the roster, when a D is being leaned on, not just to dominate in the paint, but to somehow become the unquestioned bulldog that drags this ship through stormy waters. And then there's young Austin Reeves, that scrappy underdog who's got the city talking like he's the new chapter in this intricate book we thought only belonged to legends. What's his real role in this high-stakes gladiator arena? Is he just a side character in LeBron's swan song, or the blue-collar hero that finally bridges today's squad with tomorrow's promise? Now think about Bronny, LeBron Jr., because what happens in the boardroom affects him too. The Lakers are folding layers into layers, not just players but legacies, and Bronny's chapter is writing itself live. A tightrope walk between the weight of a father's shadow and the bright lights of his own destiny. And while Jeannie Buss still sits in the captain's chair, that new billionaire backing this purple and gold war chest drops a seismic charge on the whole operation. Money talks, and that cash influx could mean the Lakers front office suddenly plays chess, not checkers drafting strategies for long-term dominance, rather than the quick fixes and knee-jerk trades of recent years. But will that change the culture? Will it reboot the identity, or will it simply put a glossier spin on the same old deck of cards? This isn't just about throwing cash at star power. It's about reshaping the soul of a franchise that's lived and died on the knife edge of glory and heartbreak for decades. The memories of 2010, the parade of banners, the swagger of Showtime Reborn, Kobe sticking that final dagger in the Spurs' hearts still linger like a sacred hymn. Then fast forward to the 2020 bubble, where this team carved out a championship. In a world paused and trapped in uncertainty, a testament to resilience and brotherhood. But close behind those crowns lies the trail of frustration. What feels like every post-2021 season has been a heartbreak clinic. Injuries, blown leads. Late season collapses, every single mistake echoing louder because the bar is set impossibly high here. And then you look west to the chessboard and see the Warriors loading rounds. The Nuggets ready to thunder with Nikola Jokic's iron will, and the Suns with that unstoppable Devin Booker-led storm brewing. The Mavericks? Luka's flying solo, but hungry as hell. The Clippers forever lurking, waiting for one misstep to pounce. Every move the Lakers make could tip the domino, could be the spark that lights a fire or the match that burns down the house. Imagine if the Lakers pull off a blockbuster trade, snatching a young sharpshooter who's been under the radar, adding that rim protector who could anchor the defense, or even splitting core pieces in some jaw-dropping flip. The chemistry could skyrocket or implode. We've seen teams gel overnight and crash just as fast. But what if this gamble pays off? What if this fearless front office is playing 3D chess, while the rest of the league is still stuck on checkers? Picture LeBron dragging us into the postseason. On sheer will, Davis rising like a titan every night, and Reeves stepping up to become the heart of that grit and grind we haven't seen since another purple and gold warrior took over the court. And then, imagine the culture shift and vision Jeannie Buss steering this ship alongside that financial titan. A new Las Vegas-style energy pulsing through the locker room, pushing accountability, hunger, and legacy like it's the air they breathe. But hold on, because what if this all crumbles? What if the pressure fractures LeBron's body sooner than we can blink? What if a D can't find his rhythm amid the chaos? What if the young guys don't develop fast enough to protect the franchise from the looming sunset? What if the new money just breeds more ego and disconnect? Lakers fans, this is a fever pitch, a crucible where dreams and nightmares collide like thunder and lightning. This isn't just a basketball team. It's a living, breathing saga that's tested our loyalty, shattered our hearts, and ignited our souls. So here's the raw truth. As a Laker till the day I die, my gut tells me this moment is the dawn of a new era, that this all-in front office strategy is the jolt the team desperately needs to rise back into the stratosphere. But I also feel the weight of every heartbreak that came before, the ghosts of banners lost and chances wasted whispering warnings we ignore at our peril. It could be magic, or it could be the beginning of the next long, painful wait for now. I'm holding tight to hope, ready to ride every crazy twist with my brothers and sisters in purple and gold. Drop your thoughts below. I want to hear from every true believer in purple and gold. Tell me everything, your fears, your hopes, your wildest takes, because this story belongs to us all. And the only thing louder than the roar of the Staples Center are the voices of Lakers Nation.